seriously, just want to take a moment of silence that this American flag does not have gold trim around it. Jolly Roger. Jolly Roger. Research it. Your flag should not have gold trim around it like they do in the courtrooms. America is at war. Hence the chemtrails in the sky. These are not clouds. Not clouds. And look at that, the moon. It should be on the other side of the sun, but it's out there. It's on this side of the sun. It's out there. You can see the moon. It's always above you, 24/7, always within you. These are chemtrails, my friends. Look at that, a little bit of HARP action, a little bit of GWEN Tower action, a little bit of Chemage action. This is Las Vegas, Nevada. Laying some chems everywhere. You're out your mind if you think that these are clouds. I mean, there's enough people online 24/7 getting views with their P900 cameras of planes laying this shit. I mean, this shit is laid. You can watch it get laid and then come all the way down to the ground. Don't fool yourself, okay? Let's not insult one another's intelligence. These are not clouds. I'm out in the desert right now. It's even warm today. It's like 6:30, 7 a.m. and it's warm. It's warm out right now. This is some barium, aluminum, some nanofiber, neurodust, nanotechnology fibers. Remember when you were a child and you were well aware of all those little tiny particles that fall, you know, when the sunbeams are hitting in the sky? I mean, you can still see them today as an adult, but you know, as an adult, your pineal gland is all calcified and you're indoctrinated to a T. But these children, I mean, they see it. They could see these chemtrails falling from the sky. They see all these little dust particles, and that's what you just think that they are, dust particles, lint particles. Let me tell you something. These chemtrails, okay, the patents for these have been out since the 1800s. This isn't nothing new. This is old. These chemtrails and cloud creations, this has been occurring, okay? The thing is people are waking up to it. It's a wonderful, wonderful situation. We got the Great Awakening occurring, and people are waking up to this shit, you know? So spread this knowledge. Let everyone know that this live video, these are all chemtrails. These were all watched coming out of a plane. I'll even put some pictures up for you. This is from a cell phone, so I don't know how well the view is, but there's a moon right there. The moon's out there 24/7. Saw it for the last 72 hours. They're laying 2 more chemtrails out in the distance. You can see them laying them all day. You can see how when the chemtrails, when they disperse like this, they come all the way down to the ground. And when they come down to the ground, you can literally see them settle down into the valley, especially in Las Vegas. If you live in Las Vegas, Nevada, you can see how they come settle all the way to the ground. Some days you can't even see the mountain range. And if you live in Las Vegas, you know that there's a mountain range in every direction. And people, you know, will try to say that it's like smog or whatnot at times, and it's not. It's these chemtrails, and they fall all the way down to the ground. And it's fun to watch them because it's so clear that they got frequency technology weaponry. GWEN towers. It's a silent war occurring, my friends. We're being harvested with these grid lines. They're emitting a bunch of frequencies as well. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. You know, take a nice deep breath and realize that you're not breathing correctly. You're being harvested by all of these electrical panels and all these electrical lines and all of these light frequencies. Sunlight is good for the soul, good for the skin. Not these artificial LEDs, you know? So something to think about. Please share all this knowledge. If people are calling you crazy, share them this video, because I just explained to you guys maybe 3 or 4 times as we watch that line being laid in the background. Okay, as we watch that line being laid in the background. Okay, so again, look up the government patents for this. The government patents range all the way from the year 1, from when they started keeping track of all this heliocentric lie, right? He of hell who lies, sins, cheats, and tricks. They don't want you to look up. They don't want you to see the moon. They don't want you to know about the stationary matrix, which, by the way, is level. We're not moving, my friends. There's things moving around us. That's evident. You know, that's evident. What made the moon? What exactly made the moon? Do you guys research that, or you guys just go with the scriptures? Because, you know, even the scriptures are proven to only have a 16th of pieces of the truth within. So even scriptures, even if you read every single scripture across earth, there's still the emerald tablets that you can't have access to. The highest tablets aren't available to public, that we're not equipped to understand such knowledge. You know, dimensional knowledge, astral projected knowledge, the way our souls are harvested knowledge, you know. So again, I mean, we can just sit here and pretend like this isn't real, but this stuff affects your neurological system. This stuff gives you dementia. So if it's been occurring, you know, people are waking up with dementia every day. Don't remember what they're doing the day before. You don't know what you're going to eat for lunch tomorrow. You don't even know what you're going to eat for lunch today. You know, what do you know, you don't know where you're going to live a year from now. You know, what's your 5-year plan? Really, just a 5-year plan? I need you to know these elites laying these trails right here, I wouldn't even call them elites. They're pathetic. These satanic occultists, satanic blood rituals, pedophiles, laying all of these chemtrails and poisoning us and using frequency weapons, GWEN towers. You know, these guys are pathetic. You know what I mean? These guys have been doing this for years and years and years and years. This isn't nothing new. I want you guys to think about all this. Look at all these chemtrails being laid right now. It's all chemtrails. None of this is clouds. None of this is water precipitation. You know, none of this is what they teach you from school or classes. This isn't from moisture coming up from the ground and evaporating. This is all coming from clouds, and it's barium, aluminum, blood particles, neurological dust. Okay. No piracy of cons here. Just the ones in the sky laying these chemtrails. And look at how when they come all the way down to the ground, they disperse out with the frequency weapons. This is not me talking. These are government patents talking. I don't want to sit here and say US 909999654371777. Just go look it up. Silent War. GWEN Towers, Silent War. Google it, YouTube it. None of these are clouds in Las Vegas, Nevada. None of these. None of these are clouds. Zip, nada, nilch, none. None of these are clouds in Las Vegas. None of them. It's 2018, my friends. 2018. People are waking up. You can see the moon 72 hours of the day and the night here in Las Vegas at times. Get your P900 camera out and look up. Watch how it moves. Watch how it teleports. Watch how the stars vibrate. Watch how the frequencies work. Watch how all these chemtrails are dropped from a plane and they fall right down onto your head. Do you need me to stay here all day and watch this chemtrail fall right here? Because if I need to, I will. If I need to, I will. Remember that line we watched earlier laying in the background? Watch it disperse. You see that line from earlier we talked about? Rewind the video if you must. And watch that line turn into a fat chemtrail cloud. And watch it come all the way down to the ground. And we see UFOs out here all the time. But again, it's government bots, government clones. We're over here by Area 51. So again, they fill the sky up. They fill up from the south side. And from the west side of Las Vegas, you will see clouds coming from the ground over the hill. They actually come up from the ground over the hill. It's only from those two areas. If you climb the mountains and look anywhere else, all you see is a level plain. And in 360 degrees in every direction. There's no curve. The horizon always rises. There's no curve. Someone's fooling you. Heliocentric lies. You know, it's gonna take some time for you to unindoctrinate yourself. You've been going to government curriculum your entire life. K-12 is government curriculum. You're being taught what they want you to be taught. This is all brainwashing. This is all indoctrinating. This is when they learned how to tax women, and they gave women rights, right? What the hell you need women's rights for? What does that even mean? Like you didn't already have inalienable rights? You guys are all brainwashed. Inalienable rights from a human is an inner right, and all human beings and all life forms have it. So stop hurting animals too. Stop killing trees, right? But when you go and say all of a sudden you're giving someone rights when they have already had them, that means there was something to take away to begin with. So now women have to go to work. You never thought of it like that, huh? What if all women got to stay at home all day and taught the kids? Oh, back to indoctrination. Am I moving too quick for you? Your women should be at home teaching the children from a man's divine power and divine connection. That means not men talking about booties. Other men have booties. I'm talking about men who look at the stars and talk about chemtrails falling to the sky because they want to save humanity and they want to save their sons and daughters. That's what I'm talking about. People of divine wisdom, divine love, and divine connection. And you know what? Not even love, because love is self, you know? Master of self is what I mean when I say that. Check it out. All the way down onto my head. We're in it. Ladies and gentlemen, sons and daughters, we are in it. We are in it. We are in it. Like, I want people to think about videos like this, because I'm telling you right now, all the people that were like, oh, you're crazy and you're stupid and this and that, and all those negative people talking all that shit all the time, this isn't a joke. This isn't a joke. This is pathetic. You say there's all these alpha males and all these CEOs and all these powerful business owners, all these people to idol, like rappers and stars and musicians. What are they so cool about? There's fucking chemicals you're breathing in right now. You're breathing in fucking chemicals. Who is there to idolize? We're all under the same firmament, baby, and we're all being poisoned. Who is there to idolize? Master yourself and look up in the sky, because you're being joked. You are the laughing stock. You are the joke. We are all the joke. Look at the chemtrails. Look at the chemtrails. Look at the cloud out for the last. Look at the clouds out. There's no clouds. Look at the moon out for the last 72 hours in Las Vegas, Nevada. You can see the moon all the time, unless you know, a mountain range covers it, or you are looking at chemtrails. The moon is always visible. You are on a flat stationary plane. You are on a level stationary matrix. You are on a projected stationary level plane. Who knows what goes on in the middle? Maybe there's a vortex. Maybe the edges curve up because there's an ice circle, the Arctic Circle, which is obvious, right? But even beyond that, you're talking missing lands, hidden lands. You're talking, you know, humans that have been living to be 500 years old. You're just a laughing stock in the Sims game. I can't believe that people sit here and go to work every day and not look up at the sky and look at these chemtrails. Look at these chemtrails. Look at these chemicals. Look at this aluminum barium ball worshipping. Look at this. Look at all these heavy metals in your system. I'm asleep though, right? Look at all these heavy metals. All heavy metals. All heavy metals. Blood particles. Blood cell particles. Nanofiber Morgellons. Blood cell particles. I'm talking dementia. I'm talking cancer. I'm talking Morgellons diseases. I'm talking herpes diseases. Do you guys understand me? I'm talking viruses. I'm talking sicknesses, flus. Flu's not even real. It's this shit. Okay? Then you go inject yourself with mercury and aluminum and oxides. Are you guys kidding me? You guys have dormant bots inside your system. You guys have worms and parasites and Morgellons inside your system. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Unless you're fasting for weeks at a time like I am, not eating meat like I am, and then you're taking shots of apple cider vinegar like I am. Good luck. I know people that are fasting with their piss too. They're drinking their urine. The circle of life. They're actually unaging. So you don't know nothing. I promise me. I promise you. You know nothing, Jon Snow. We know nothing, Jon Snow. We can learn. We can open up. The Great Awakening is occurring. Start connecting to the other 360 senses you have. You don't have 5 animalistic senses. You have 360 senses. You're a human being. You have 360. All you need to do is wake up to them. You don't need to be any sort of person but yourself. You're an all divine creator. You just need to understand. You just need to come to it. You just need to come to knowing it. You just need to come to knowing. And the first step is awareness. As in you're breathing in chemicals, heavy metals, stuff that literally breaks down your neurological system. This stuff in the sky breaks down your neurological system. This stuff in the sky clings to your brainstem. There are nanoparticles inside this dust, this white barium and aluminum oxide blood, desiccated blood particles, okay? And it attaches to the cells in your body, and they move around, and they can function and control different contexts within your body, within your DNA. It's DNA manipulation. This is more than a crime against humanity, my friends. Talk about a silent war. You're in it. You're in it. You're not even gonna remember this video, let alone if anyone shares it. Subscribe to Kirby Foster. Subscribe to Monk Xylio on YouTube, because I'm just gonna start posting this stuff. I'm gonna start becoming transparent. Teach you guys how to be free, sovereign men and women of the land, beings of higher intuition, not cons of the conscience, okay? But beings of higher intuition, free will. The time is now, and you have free will, and you have the power to control time right now, right in this moment. What are you gonna do with your time? I'm gonna sit here and wake you guys up on chemtrails while I'm opening up the shop and taking care of clients and showing you this chemtrail that fell from a cloud. I mean, from a plane, looking like a cloud. People think it's a cloud, but it's definitely a chemtrail that fell from a plane. I've been watching all of them. You even guys got to watch those few trails in the background being laid in this video. If you rewind it, you can see them being dispersed now. And they came from a plane. And it's lovely to recognize, if you look right in the center of my video right now, the moon's out. It's always out. It's just right there. It's just right there, and it's not the reflection of the sun. If you can look at the slant on it, the slant is like this from here. The slant is like this. So I see shadow on the bottom part of the moon right here, which doesn't make sense. I mean, as in there is no shadow. There's just nothing there. There's only a half frequency light orb right there. If it's like this, it's not getting the sunlight is right there. If it was shining onto the moon, your shadow would be like this. Hello, come on now, look it. There's the sun, and then there's the moon. I know it's way out in the distance, but your shadow would be like this, okay? And it's not. Your shadow is like this, and it's not a shadow. That's the point. It's not a shadow. It's emitting its own light, and it's super tiny because it's so far off into the distance. This light from the sun, what happens is it dies out. You know, it doesn't travel for light years forever, okay? It doesn't work like that. Go, you know, shine a flashlight and you'll see what I'm saying. Unless you're working with a high-powered laser, okay? Again, our sun is not a high-powered laser. It may work like something of the sort, but it's not something of that. But this light will travel, and then before it hits something like the moon, it will die out. So again, what created the moon? What is the moon? What did Mr. Ike say about it? He might be a hybrid human or a bot reptilian, but what kind of indoctrination is he trying to implant into people? What did you learn from scriptures? Or are we just gonna keep breathing in all these chemtrails and pretend like we don't know what's going on? Share this knowledge. Subscribe to Kirby Foster on YouTube. Subscribe to Monk Xylio on YouTube. And let's get some YouTube video footage out here and start sharing it with people, because Fedbook blocks me. Facebook, CIA, NSA, these guys block me because I feel like talking about chemtrails, because I'm sick and tired of everybody waking up with dementia every single day and then too stupid enough to even read a book. You can't even read a book. Some people that I deal with, I'll send them a text message that has like 3 paragraphs and their whole life shuts down. Their whole life shuts down. I can write 13-page essays every single night. I can do 17 invoices. I can redo 2 years of books for businesses. So what is the problem with you guys? What is wrong with getting out this computer in your pocket? You have a master computer in your pocket because your brain doesn't work anymore because it's so calcified. So now you have no choice but to use this technology. So what's wrong with getting it out and looking at it? You don't want to listen to me. You don't want to listen to me. I'm making it easy for you. I'm saving you time looking up government patents. I'm saving you time collecting particles and seeing that they get inside of your skin. get inside your skin? Do you understand? Burrows inside your skin. You ever think about what ashiness comes from? Because it's not just dust and it's not just dry skin, you guys. You can see microscopic particles from these chemtrails and these nanofibers attached to you. You can even see them coming out of your body as hairs sometimes. Pull on little tiny hairs on your body and they'll actually come out, because it's not hair. It's nanofibers from chemtrails that have desiccated blood cell particles within them and nanotechnology attached to it. This stuff is burrowing into your skin and it's going into your brain system and into your DNA. And it's totally jacking up your neurological system, turning humans into antennas and robots. And then you got GWEN towers on every block. You got 2 in some locations. Now I know you guys aren't looking up GWEN towers because you keep talking about how they're military facility owned corporations. No, they're not. My buddy installs them. My buddy Keeson, he installs them. And he doesn't even know what he's installing. He's making 70 bucks an hour just because it's combat pay, because you're climbing up a post. It's, if you fall, you die. Okay? Let alone you're gonna guarantee yourself cancer, guarantee yourself dementia. Now, I go into some of these places where they're FBI-owned storage facilities. They're getting paid 10 to 20 grand a month to have a GWEN tower on their property. The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. 10 to 20 grand a month, even though that's slave money. There's people out here starving. There's other people getting paid 10 to 20 grand a month to have a silent weapon put on their property, while all of these chemical trails fall into your skin and you breathe in all these chems. See how all of a sudden they're gone? They just dispersed all the way down to the ground. We're in it, boys and girls. The shit has come all the way down to the ground. We are sitting in it now. So look up GWEN towers in silent war. I need you guys to look it up now. I need you to Google it. I need you to YouTube it. I need you to notice that the sun is right here within view. And I need you to notice the moon is right here within view. And I'm right here in the center of Las Vegas, Nevada. And I've seen the moon for the last 72 hours. And this is a often thing. I see it every week. I watch the moon, I watch the stars. I drive out of town to go see the stars and watch the torus field. And you can see how the torus field moves and how it circles around us in different ways. How different parts of the torus field move and go around the earth and beneath the earth. Whatever that may be. Whatever that may be. You know. So, you know, people call it a dome. It's definitely a matrix torus field. Alright? So full circle, we got chemtrails, we got GWEN towers, we got everyone driving around like sheep in these death machines emitting carbon instead of emitting off something that like silicon. You know, if you look in the mountain ranges in Las Vegas, these are supposed to be ancient trees, not mountain ranges from lavas or carved out glaciers. These used to be ancient trees that were destroyed. And then maybe an ice age came through, but still this was a silicon environment before it was a carbon one, before they were laying all these heavy metals, before all these chemtrails were dispersing and falling to the ground, talking about, hey, look at all the clouds today in the desert. No, these aren't clouds. It's chemtrails falling all into Las Vegas. So wake up, friends. Share this video. Share it. Share it hard. Share it to all your family and tell them to wake up. Tell them to get on and look up government patents. Government patents. You don't need to be a truther. Go look up government patents. Government patents on the shit in your sky and the shit in your food. Government patents. There's a government patent on the moon. There's a government patent on the torus field. Look it up. There's government patents on these things. Someone knows something that you don't.